Hey everybody, today we're going to take a look at the Stanley vacuum steel French press. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Stanley vacuum steel French press. I picked this up at Walmart the other day, and kind of a funny story about how I went about getting this. Our ham radio club has a Christmas party every year, and they do the white elephant gift exchange. And at one point, I had a big, large Stanley thermos like this, and I always wanted one. They looked like they were very well made. It looked like it would come in handy for me, especially when I'm bringing coffee or something to work, or when I'm going to Vegas and I want to take a beverage with me and I want it to stay hot or cold. And as usual with those gift exchange, I ended up losing it. Well, I went into Walmart, thought I'm just going to buy one myself, and they were like 20 bucks. I said, I don't need that. So I ran across this yesterday at the end cap of our Walmart on a clearance aisle, and I was pretty impressed with it. I didn't really realize what it was. I just thought it was a smaller thermos, and I tossed it in my cart and kept shopping. I got over to the food end, and I looked down, and I'm like, French press? Oh, this definitely has some use for me. So I'm going to take it apart and show you the inside real quick. Pretty much it's a basic Stanley thermos. It can hold hot or cold water. You just take the French press part out. Hot or cold beverages, anything. But the neat part is it does make coffee as well. Off the top here, if you unscrew just the top, this part comes off. And you'll see it's got a sealed, I don't know why I'm having trouble with light in here today. It's just not as bright as I want it to be. You can see the sealed, vacuum sealed part here, and that's your drinking area. Now, if you want to put that down, this piece goes flat, screw that on, and you unscrew the whole thing. So I got this out, and here's your French press. And it's just a regular thermos inside there, nothing unusual about it. Just basic French press. So what we're going to do when I come back is we're going to fire up some coffee. One of the things that Stanley says on this is to not get a rolling boil. You want your water hot, but not a rolling boil. I assume it's because this is plastic, this is a rubber grommet around here, and you probably don't want to damage that with scalding hot water. So I'm going to fire up a little fire here, and we're going to try it out. I've already used it, and it came out really good. This is probably the first French press I've used that didn't get grinds in my coffee. So we're going to give this a shot. We're going to try it out, and I'll be right back with fire and a little bit of water going. All right, so that took the entire Esbit tab that was there. It's steaming, little bubbles forming on bottom. It's just good enough. I don't want it too hot. I don't really like my coffee scalding hot anyway. And as you can tell, we just used a little Esbit stove with the old military purple Esbit burners there. So we're going to do this real quick here. Move this back a little bit. There's our thing. Our thermos. Alright, so I'm going to do, they say 2 teaspoonfuls. I kind of like my coffee a little stronger. So I'm going to do 2 teaspoons and a little bit extra. Because I'm actually going to drink this when this video's over. Alright, so there we go. It's in there. You pour this in. And there we are. Now, as you can see, I don't have it all the way up. I don't know if you can see it because the light in here today is just not that great. But I like to keep it under this ridge here. There's a ridge inside here because when you're pushing down with your press, you're going to be in the water there, and you don't want to touch your coffee or get your fingers in it or whatever. So that's how I keep it, but this is a little bit lower because I didn't want to boil too much water for the purposes of this video. Again, this is not something I'd recommend for a bug out bag. It's kind of heavy, it's kind of big, but in an emergency situation at home, a power outage, for everyday use, going to work in the morning, you boil a little water while you're getting ready, toss it in there, press down, take your coffee with you. Something like this would be awesome, I have no problem with it for that. I'm probably going to keep it around in my storeroom so that if the power goes out and I want a quick cup of coffee, I just take out a stove and pop open some coffee and go to town. Anyway, I'm going to stick this in here. Probably hasn't been 2 minutes, but that's okay, because we're just doing this for the purposes of this video here. I'm going to push down. You want to push down slowly. And I have found with coffee presses that slow and steady. Try not to rock too much to either side. Slow and steady down there. And this will push all of those grounds that were floating around in the water to the bottom, and you won't get any. So I give it a good push down once it's down there and seal it up. Okay, so there you go. It's sealed up. And I didn't think to bring out a cup, so that was kind of silly. But you can drink this right out of here. Now that this is done, you just unscrew your top, and there you go. You're ready to go. Let's pour a little in here so you can see. Yeah, looks like good coffee to me. No grounds floating around in it. So that's it. That's the Stanley vacuum steel French press. It's a great deal. I think it was, normally it's $17. They had these on the clearance rack for $8 and change. You can't beat that. Plus, you can use it for cold or hot beverages if you don't want to use it as a coffee press. So it has double duty as that too. So anyway, thanks for watching. We are gearing up because on Tuesday and Friday I will be at the SHOT Show. I'm going to try to get as much video as I can those days. It's an hour drive into town for me, so 2 days is enough. By the time I'm done with 2 days, I'll be sick of guns for a week. And I'll have a lot of editing to do. So hope to see you. Hope you subscribe and check out our videos. Can try and get some good interviews, check out some new products, and walk around and take you along with me. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.